Good day everybody and welcome to our new video for revision of financial accounting and 4. We are revising the question paper of November 2023. November 2023 we are going to do question 3 from that question paper, which is the departmental statements. Now let us go to our question paper. While looking for the question paper, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also like this video. Also type your comment on the comment section. We would really love to hear from you. Right, when you are done subscribing, let us go to our question paper. Question paper is for November 2023, and on this question paper we are going to do question 3. Now question 3 says Kareli Stationers has 2 departments, which is toys and stationery. Use the following periodic they use the periodic inventory system to prepare their financial statements. Number 1, you must use the following the information below to prepare. You must prepare the prepare and close of the departmental purchases account, and then you must also prepare the departmental statement of profit and loss, and where applicable we must show the calculations in brackets. Right, let us check our answer sheets. On our answer sheets, on sheet 1 we have the purchases account. On sheet 1 we have the purchases account, and then let's check if it's clear. This is clear. And then on sheet 2 we have the departmental statement of profit or loss for the year end. Alright, if you have your answer sheets, we are going to start with the departmental purchases account. Now we know that when we start, we should start by looking at our information. There is our information. We have your revenue, purchases, sales, returns, and all that. Then you have your adjustments and additional information. Now for us to have the departmental purchases account, there it is. We must start first with the total. That is our total brought down. Now from the question paper, we look for a total of purchases. We have 118,000 for toys and 84,000 for stationery. Right? We said 118,000 for toys, and then we said 84,000 for stationery. Then let us check if we have the purchases returns. We don't have the purchases returns. If it's not on our information, we go to additional information. We check what we have. Now, number one, we have Mr. Kareli took toys home for his child's birthday party, and the marked selling price was 10,500. And then Kareli stationer's price toys cost at cost plus 200. Now it means the amount that we are having here is the selling price. Now remember, drawings should be given on a selling price. Therefore, we must multiply that 10,500 by 100 divided by 300. That will be our drawings. Now our drawings, we are going to say 10,500, and then you multiply it by 100 divided by 300. And how much will it be? That is twice. Let's see. We said 10,500 multiplied by 100 divided by 300. And it gives us it should give us 3,500. We have it like that, right? And then we go to the next additional information. Number two, toys purchased for 4,500 were incorrectly debited to stationery, and this must be corrected. Meaning, when we correct such error, we must transfer it. It's incorrectly debited as stationery. It means we must subtract stationery. We must credit stationery. We can call it a transfer or correction of error, because we are correcting the error here. We can call it transfer, or we can call it correction of error. We said it was incorrectly debited, therefore we must credit 4,500 in stationery, and then the very same amount we are transferring it to toys, 4,500. You can use the term transfer, or you can use the term correction of error, because you are actually correcting the error. Then back to our question paper number 3. Finance income must be shared. Okay, that will be for our income statement. And then the rent must be allocated. Okay, those last ones goes to the departmental profit or loss. Now it means we are done. We must balance these two sides. Which side is the biggest? Let's check. Okay, the debit side is bigger. The debit side is bigger. It's 112,500, and this side will be 84,000. 500, 84,500. And then the difference between the two, we call it the trading account, because it must go to the trading account. It must go to the trading account as, right? How much? It's 112,000 minus 3.5. Minus 3.5 is 109,000. No, it's not 112, it's 122. I beg your pardon, it's 122,000 minus 3.5 is 119,000. And then this side, we again say 84,000 minus 4,500 gives us 79,500. Now this is our purchases account. This is our purchases account. And it ends here. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button and also the like button. Now back to our question paper, we must also do this departmental statement of profit or loss. Now, let us check our answer sheet. And then you go to sheet 2. You will find the departmental trading, departmental statement of profit and loss. Now, when we do statement of profit and loss, we know that we must first start with revenue or sales, and then we must subtract cost of sales, we must subtract cost of sales. And how do we get the cost of sales? To get the cost of sales, we know we should have the opening inventory, and then we must add purchases, and then we must also add coverage on purchases. And then we must subtract closing inventory, and those will give us the cost of sales, and then revenue minus cost of sales will give us the cost profit. Now let me end here. Right, let us do our revenue. On our question paper, how much is our revenue? Our revenue is 287,500. For toys and for stationery, it's 132,500. And then what do? We must subtract the returns, the sales returns, which is 12,500 and also 7,500. Let us do that on our answer sheet. Revenue for toys, we said it's going to be 287,500 minus 12,500. Check on your calculator how much is it. It's supposed to be 275,000. Please check it on your calculator. And then our stationery. Our stationery will be how much? It will be 132,500. That is the revenue, and then we minus the sales returns. Sales returns, we said it is 7,500. 500. And on your calculator, how much is it? I think it will be 125,000. Can you check for us if they are correct? Now this is our calculations. Let me write them in a different color, in blue. So twice is 275,000, and then stationary it's 125,000. Please check if they are correct. And then if they are correct, we said we must also get cost of sales. To get cost of sales, we start first with the opening inventory. How much is the opening inventory? Is on the 1st of July. 1st of July 2020, we have 20,000 and 30,000. Do we see them? We have 20,000 and 30,000. 20,000 for toys and 30,000 for stationery. That is on the 1st of July 2020. Do you have them like that? Alright, and then we have the purchases. Purchases, you refer to your purchase account. The amount that we wrote as trading account, 119,000 and 75,500. You see them? 119,000 as well as 79,500. 119,000 and 75,500. Now, sometimes you will find that they did not request you to do the purchases account. Now, if you were not requested to do the purchase account, what are you going to do? You are going to calculate your toys. And also your stationery. Now, how do we calculate them? For toys, you will have your opening balance of 118,000. And then you add the amount that was transferred, or step by step. You will subtract 3,500. That was for drawings. Remember that. Yes, you have 3.5. That was for drawings. And then on stationery, the open balance was 84,000. And then you must subtract 4,500, which was incorrectly debited. Yes. And then it will give you 79,500. And then for toys, you must add 4,500. Meaning you are indicating that you are subtracting from stationery, you are adding to toys. Ne? And then it will give you 119,000. That is how you do this calculation if you did not do the amount on the purchases account. 119,000 and 79,500. Then do we have coverage on purchases? Let's check. No, we don't. We only have coverage on revenue. We don't have coverage on purchases. Okay, skip it. We go to closing inventory. The closing inventory will be 25,000. Let's check from the question paper. Closing inventory on the 30 June 2021, we have 25,000 and 35,000. Do you see them? Yes, we write them as our closing inventory. We have 25,000. And we have 35,000. And these amounts are negative. They should be in brackets. All right. Yes, please remember to put this in brackets. Ne? Remember to put them in brackets. Now that we are done, let us calculate our cost of sales. Now for cost of sales, you take opening inventory plus purchases minus closing inventory. And then they will give you 114,000 and 74,500. But remember, you write them as negative amounts. 114,000 and 74,500 actually. Please confirm them on your calculator. Please confirm them on your calculator. We said 20,000 plus 119,000 minus 25,000. Yes, they give us 114,000, and then another one. Let me just confirm. 80,000 plus 79,500 minus 35,000. It's 74,500. Yes. And then to get the cost profit, it's sales minus cost of sales. Sales minus cost of sales. Equals to sales is 275,000 minus 114,000. They give us 161,000. And then another one, 125,000 minus 74,500. It's 50,500. And then when you are done with the cost profit, we move to other incomes. We must add other incomes. Which incomes do we have? Let us check on the question paper. We have finance income, we have rent income, and I think it's only these two: finance income and rent income, right? Let's have them on our answer sheet. We have finance income and rent income. Now, on our additional information, they are telling us that when you check instruction number 3, they are saying finance income must be shared in a ratio 4:2 between toys and stationery. Now our finance income is 3,000, and then we must share it by saying 4:2. Now, how do we deal with this 4:2? Now 4:2 in a fraction form, it's 4 divided by 6 and 2 divided by 6. Where do we take the 6? You add 4 plus 2, they give you 6. So you will say 3,000 multiplied by 4 divided by 6 for the first one, which is twice. Let's do them on our answer sheet. So we are given that finance income is 3,000. Now we say for toys, you take the 3,000 and multiply it by 4 divided by 6. And then you must also take stationery, 3,000 multiplied by 4. No, multiplied by, it's 4:2, ne? Multiplied by 2 divided by 4, divided by 6. Pardon. Remember, we said that to get this 6, you add 4 and 2. It's 4:2. It's 4 over 6. It's 2 over 6. Now, 3,000 multiplied by 4 over 6 will give us 2,000. And then 3,000 multiplied by 2 over 6 will give us 1,000. Therefore, for toys, we will have 2,000. And for stationery, we will have 1,000. And then rent income, let's check what are they saying about rent income. And then for rent income, it must be allocated in a proportion to the floor space. Let us check the floor space. There it is. 240 square meters is to 360 square meters. Therefore, it means we are going to multiply by 240 divided by 600. Where do we take 600? You add 240 plus 360, they will give you 600. So income is 45,000. Income is 45,000. So for toys, we will say 45,000 multiplied by, now according to the ratio or the proportion, floor area, it said that it's 240 is to 360. Therefore, it's 240 divided by 600. And then for stationery, 45,000, we multiply it by 360 divided by 600. That is proportion according to the floor area. 45,000 multiplied by 240 divided by 600. Okay. Please do it on your calculator as well, so that you can understand. We said it is 45,000 multiplied by 240 divided by 600. It's 18,000. And then 45,000 multiplied by 360 divided by 600, it gives us 27,000. Right, and then we must add these two. It will give us 20,000 for other incomes. And then 28,000 for stationery. And then we should have the cost income for the year. Remember, for cost income, you add cost profit with other incomes. You add cost profit with other incomes. Cost profit plus other incomes. Yes, we see that. And when we are done, now we move to the expenses. Less distributions, administration, and other expenses or other costs. Now our expenses, let us check on the question paper. Expenses, we have salaries and wages. We have advertising, and we have carriage on revenue. Let us put them on the answer sheet. Carriage on revenue. And then we have advertising, and we have salaries and wages. Now, do we have any proportion for carriage on revenue? According to the question paper, I don't think we have. We are given it's 750 for toys, it's 1,000 for stationery. 750 for toys and 1,000 for stationery. And then we go to advertising. Advertising, it's 80,000. Advertising, it's 80,000. Now we must separate it. We are given proportion for toys. And for stationery. What is the proportion? Let's go to the question paper. The proportion for advertising, instruction number 5 says advertising expenses must be allocated in the proportion to the gross revenue. Gross revenue, you go to your revenue. Now remember, the revenue that we see here is the opening balances. And we have subtracted the sales returns or revenue returns. And the revenue that we now have will be on the answer sheet. The gross revenue will be on the answer sheet, and that is the one that we have calculated. Is 275,000 as well as 125,000. You see them? Yes. And 275,000 plus 125,000 equals to 400,000. What does that mean? It means our denominator will now be 400,000. Right? Let's do it. Advertising. We multiply by toys. We said it's 275,000, and we divide it by 400,000. And then we do the same. 125,000 divided by 400,000. Now 80,000 multiplied by 275,000 divided by 400,000 equals to 5,500. Let us confirm. 80,000, 275,000, there's a zero missing, and 400,000, yes. Means it will be 55,000. And then 80,000 this side, multiplied by 125, 125, 1, 2, 3 zeros, divide by 400, count the zeros, and it will be 25,000. Meaning for toys, we have 55,000, and then for stationery, we have 25,000. Do you see how we do these proportions? We took 275,000, we added it to 125,000, and it gave us 400,000. Therefore, 275 we divide by 400, 125 we divide by 400. Now let us try and do the same with wages. On the question paper, salaries and wages. Salaries and wages is 180,000. Wages is 180,000. Now we will do our calculation again. Twice. And also for stationery. Let us get the proportion. On the question paper, the last instruction or additional information says salaries must be allocated according to proportion of number of employees in each department. Now, number of employees, we have 12 employees in toys and 24 employees in stationery. Now, when we add them together, it will be 36. 36, meaning it will be 12 divided by 36 for toys and 24 divided by 36 for stationery. Right? 12 is to 24. We go to our answer sheet. So we multiplied by 12 divided by 36. And then for stationery, we multiply by 24 divided by 36. How much are they gonna be? Twice equals 280,000. Count the zeros. Yes, and then multiply by 12 divided by 36. 60,000. And then for stationery, 180,000 zeros multiplied by 24 divided by 36. 24 divided by 36. They give us 120,000. Any question? Right, and then once that is done, we must add the expenses. Let me just have for us not to be confused. We have expenses here, total expenses. We have total incomes here. We have the gross profit here. We have gross income here. Right. Now we must get profit or loss. We must get profit or loss for the year. Now for profit or loss for the year, remember, we take gross income minus total or other expenses. Do the same for stationery. Its gross income for the year minus other expenses. Now this one is negative, therefore it's a loss. We have profit on toys and loss on stationery. And guys, this is the end of question 3. This is the end of question 3. You have 3.1, the purchases account. There is the purchase account. And then you also have 0.2, the departmental statement of profit and loss. I'm just trying to fit it on one page so that you can pause and check. I hope you are able to see. And this is the end of our activity, guys. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you enjoyed this session, and please guys, remember, click the subscribe button, like this video, and then you will see all the videos that are uploaded. And again guys, good luck for your examination. Have a great day.